Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to part 34 of my Criminal Empire challenge. Alex is apparently sick, so that's a great way to start the day. So it's time for Ashley to move out. She's making one last meal for the family. The fridge is full of food, but you know, she's like, oh, these people can't even look after themselves. She's making like a nice healthy chickpea spaghetti bolognese, which is a thing she can do because I cheated. Apparently Alex has something to apologise for, which frankly is always true, but he's going to come and basically he's like, look, you know, we'll help you move and we understand that you have to go. Now, I've said before, the rules of the challenge say Ashley's filling the quote-unquote maid role, so all the cooking and cleaning and that kind of stuff has fallen to her in the past, but I think it's time we let her move on. They're basically like, look, today is moving day, we'll help you move. Nadia's in her third trimester now. Nadia had been living with Giovanna and Hugh. Hugh's actually moved out into, there was a tiny living house that I had got from the gallery ages ago in that neighborhood. So I've moved Hugh and his trash panda, his pet raccoon, across into that house, and Ashley's going to move in, and that way we've got a third bedroom for the baby when it's born, because at the moment we do not, because the house that she's moving into is actually quite small. So I've picked up everything from in here that we can. So like she had some paintings and photos and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to have her basically give him a hug and tell him not to do anything stupid. She's basically like, you know, you've got this, buddy, you know, be loyal to your family. Remember, you know, I'm only a phone call away. Just, oh, he's gotten gross. All right, maybe he's not helping her move because he's gross and I don't want him near our pregnant girlfriend or fiance. All right, you guys, it's taken me a little while, but I finally moved Ashley across. So just to give you guys a sense of where everyone's at, this is where Saul's living. Obviously, I gave that place a makeover too, but I seem to have forgotten the roof line on part of it, so that's a bit embarrassing. That is the house that Maya and Jenny are living in with Logan, which obviously is quite a bit bigger than this one, and I feel like probably has made little Giovanna feel a little bit undervalued in terms of the Alex offspring situation. However, when Ashley moved in, she brought like 30,000 simoleons with her. And I have Giovanna. She's come in and like started beating up the baby's ruffy snugglekins that I bought. This is Nadia's computer, so we'll lock that for everyone but the household. This obviously is Giovanna's room, and she also has a computer, which I'm going to lock just to her. So everyone but Giovanna. I've given Giovanna a new bedroom. A lot of the wall furnishings and stuff she already had, I basically replaced the bed with something a little bit different. She had a single bed, but obviously not a loft bed. And I figured, you know, this gives her a bit more space to play with. She's got a little hangout zone. She hasn't actually got any guitar skill, but I figure this is probably a thing. Oh, she's apparently having a fight with Addison. That's not great. So I did leave Alex at home, but everyone else has come over because I figured they've been like unpacking boxes and stuff. I've locked Giovanna's bedroom door for everyone but her gang. I'm not sure Giovanna quite knows how to feel about Ashley moving in. I don't think she's super fussed about Hugh moving out, but she's like, look, you know, what's it like living with Ashley? And Addison's like, honey, it is awesome. She does everything. Like, she's an amazing cook. She cleans. And Giovanna was feeling a bit apprehensive, but she's like, well, gross. She, you know, she did buy me all this sweet bedroom stuff. So, you know, maybe it won't be so bad. I've actually got, oh, Nadia, what are you doing? Ashley literally just made a huge meal. Nadia obviously has not quite adjusted to the whole having a chef for a girlfriend in the house or a fiance. They are engaged, I keep forgetting. But yeah, obviously she hasn't like adjusted, or maybe she just had a craving for chips and salsa. I mean, she is pregnant. Now, you don't actually need to eat. I just sort of thought it'd be nice to have everyone sit around. So, you know, she's made them a nice meal and she's thanking everyone for helping. And I think Lily's feeling like she's almost lost an ally against Alex in having Ashley move out. So she's a little bit worried. But, you know, on the other hand, she's sort of in her mind thinking about things they could do with the space. Like for Ashley's bedroom, maybe they could, because Jason was thinking about moving in there. But part of me is like, is Jason likely to move in with Cassidy anytime soon? And if he does, like, is it worth moving Jason across into Ashley's room? Because Jason's got the smallest bedroom of all the kids. So it would make sense for him to have a bigger room. Yeah, Ashley's reassuring Lily. She's like, look, Alex seems to be over his she's being a bit coy because Addison's right there, but Alex seems to be like a lot more mature and responsible now. Just, you know, don't let him push you around and make you do all of the like housework now that I'm gone, because honestly you bring in just as much money to the household with your hacking as he does. So yeah, just don't let him, you know, fob it all off on you. And Addison's like, yeah, or me. That's basically, okay, these guys are leaving. I'm going to hang around with these guys for a little bit and see if Nadia goes into labour, because I do want to be able to name the baby when the baby's born. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think Ashley, on the one hand, she's clearly downsized, you know? Like, she was in a huge mansion that she effectively bankrolled by stealing the 50,000 simoleons for her brother in the first place. But she's also pretty confident that she can take care of the fam here. Like, she could do... Giovanna, stop it. She got the mean trait. I think she does. Yeah, she does. That'd be the problem. Are you okay? Oh my god. Alex's germs have come across to us anyway. Obviously, he infected the rest of the house. Like I said, I'm going to play a little bit with these guys, and I'm hoping Nadia will go into labour soon, and then we get to meet the new little baby before we switch back and get, you know, Zane into class. I also actually want to have Jason go and visit Cassidy in this part, so I've got a lot to get done. You guys, it's happening. It's a little bit later. Giovanna's taken herself off to bed, and Ashley's outside boxing in the rain, and poor Nadia was sitting here minding her own business, watching Cinder, and then she's gone into labour and now she's feeling heartbroken. Probably at the TV. Go out there and complain about your problems. Be like, labour really hurts. I think I might be in labour. You know, like, I keep having these hideous pains and I feel like the muscles in my stomach are tightening. Now she's like, yeah, it's definitely a thing that's happening. So I'm going to actually take these guys. We might as well have the baby at the hospital. It's like, okay, honey, let's go. Don't panic. And Nadia's like, I'm not panicking. No, but really, don't panic. I'm not panicking. It's fine. It'll be fine. I've got it under control. Honey, it's calm down. Okay. All right, you guys, we've arrived. Nadia's like straight down to business while Ashley's hyperventilating in the car park, which I think is funny because the game's basically doing what I wanted them to do. I actually meant to tell you guys, I assume we're going to be in here. We're always in there. I meant to tell you guys when I loaded up Nadia's lot, there were 2 items in the household inventory that they'd actually stolen from Alex's house. Oh my gosh, we've got the big suite. I mean, I'd be freaking out too. I'm not going to lie. I'm not convinced this lady knows what she's doing. The way she's frowning, she's like, So what button do I push again? And look, we've got little Nadia's tattoo here poking out of the bottom of it. You're okay, Nadia. It's a girl. Okay, we did know it was a girl, obviously, when I checked to see who the parent was, and we saw it was a girl. So, Cat Kit, thank you for the name suggestions. I was really torn because I loved both Amber and Natasha, but I've decided to go with Natasha because I feel like the name Amber to me evokes a certain appearance, like, you know, blonde hair, that kind of thing, obviously just because of what the word means, right? So I'm like, what if she looks like her birth mother, which is a weird expression when they're both... Anyway, the mother that carried her, what if she looks like Nadia? And I'm like, Natasha Pugh. Now, I am going to go with a hyphenated name, I think. Pugh Zhong Pugh. How do people normally order surnames? Puzhong or Zhongpu. We'll go Puzhong, I guess, because I've already typed it in. I'm not wedded to it. I do think once they, like when they get married, I actually think Ashley will keep her surname. So, you know, hey, little one. Hey. Oh, is your belly going to bounce back? I mean, that's not a thing that happens. I'm actually just going to reset her. Yep, there we go. Okay, so the baby's headed home and I'm going to have her kiss. Oh, she can't. She can only give a romantic gift. It's so weird. Why can she not, like, do anything? Anyway, I'm going to have these guys go home. Now, I have to remind myself, is she a klepto? I actually can't remember what Nadia's traits are. She's self-assured, a perfectionist, and a genius. Of course, the reason that I was thinking about Nadia's traits immediately is because, like, not only did Alex rob the hospital in this save file when his kids were born, and actually when I did my 100 baby challenge, my second matriarch was a kleptomaniac, and she had robbed the hospital completely blind. Third. She robbed that hospital down to, like, nothing left. Every time she had a baby, she stole something. So that's why I just associate that hospital with theft. So that's nice. Oh, baby, don't cry. Don't cry, little Natasha. Right, I'll have her feed the baby and then she actually can go to sleep. And I'm going to get Ashley to come in here and change the nappy and generally say hi. Obviously, you can tell that Giovanna's taking the whole having a niece in the house really, really well. Niece? Cousin in the house. Wait, so she's Alex. Yeah, okay, because Alex is the baby's uncle. Yes, I know what I'm doing. I know basic lineages. I actually do have a family tree for Makayla's family descendants. There's a link to it. I've started putting it in the last few videos. There's actually a link in the description of the video with, like, all of the fam. So I will obviously have to add little Natasha on. But it's quite interesting, given how many affairs Alex had. And I didn't put all of Makayla's partners, only the ones that resulted in children. So, like, 3 out of the 10 that she married and murdered because she was my gold digger. Anyway, this is super precious and I love it. I'm trying to, like, oh, look at the dog. It's all wrinkly from being beaten up. Look how happy that baby is. Such a cutie. And Ashley's so happy too. I'm so happy for her. I feel like, I know I said before that it would be a bit of a weird transition for her to switch from a big mansion to, like, a little cozy kind of family home. But I actually think, although she never lived in, like, she always lived in mansions. From when she was born, she lived in a mansion. So this would be weird for her in that sense. But on the other hand, I actually don't think she'd be like, well, Alex's house was, like, chaos and confusion a lot of the time. And, you know, she, I think, is probably appreciative of the chance to get to know her niece a little bit better. So I'll adopt her as the care dependent of both of the ladies. Anyway, I'm going to switch back across to Alex's house. It's going to be weird not having Ashley there. I feel like I am more traumatized by this situation than she is, if I'm telling the truth. It's going to be weird, especially if Jason moves out too. But I'll catch you guys back in Alex's house. So I'm not sure why she's decided to do her homework in Jason's room. I find it very strange that Sims do that they, when they're reading or anything, they'll go to the nearest Sim and just sit with them, even if they're, like, asleep. It's very strange. It's even weirder when it's toddlers. But yeah, she's going through a mean streak. So it's time to be mean just because. This Sim is feeling nasty and will relish the chance to be mean to other Sims. Maybe she's reacting to the fact that Giovanna was getting a bit cranky with her. Like, when she was over there the day before, she's like, well, I was over there to help my aunt move, you know? And Aunt Ashley spent a heap of money on Giovanna, and Giovanna was rude to me anyway, and it's not okay. Now, she's actually on the Chief of Mischief aspiration, so she actually wants to be mean or mischievous to people, so I guess I'll just let her have it, you know? I usually try and avoid having my Sims be mean to one another, like, as a general rule, but yes. The final exam is in an hour. Are you, like, ready to go to school, buddy? He's done all his homework and everything. I took care of that before I started recording. Let's check his roster for today. It's probably easier to do it over here, actually. So 8, and then that's it. That's the only class he's got today. So once he's gone to his exam, he's got 2, I think, actually. I was going to say, today's his last day of class, so that's actually really convenient. Once he does this exam, then we are off the hook for class time for a little while. I'm so sad that we don't have Ashley here anymore. Oh, someone's knocked my bin over. It was probably the dog, but I like to imagine it was, you know, one of the bears or something. You're disgusting. It was definitely the dog. I'm going to have Jason. Jason's talking to Alex about how, and actually Lily as well. He wants to go visit his girlfriend because he's like, look, it's been a little while. They've moved into their new house and I think I can go to where they're staying without tipping off Shark and the others to where they are. You know, I feel like I could do that. And Lily's like, look, you've just got to be really, really careful because if you're not, then they will find where they're staying. And obviously Shark is livid right now. I don't even need to talk to him to tell you that. But Shark and Lex just got robbed blind by Cassidy and Madison. So you need to be very, very careful if you're going to go and visit. And Jason's like, yeah, I can totally do that. Like, I can be really careful. But I really want to see her mum. Like, we've been talking and like she got a new phone and everything, but I miss her. And Lily's like, look, honey, I get it. Just be careful, okay? Right. Zane's come home feeling angry. It's saying he had a really good class, so I don't know if that means that, you know, someone made a comment to him or what, but he's going to go up and do a rage-fueled run. Alex has definitely given his gross disease to everybody else because poor Zane has stripes now. Addison was feeling uncomfortable. You know, it's all a bit disgusting, but he should be fine now because he's taken the magical medicine. So, did you go to the toilet, dude? I did tell you to go to the toilet. He's feeling a lot calmer now. I think his attack of giggles from his stripes seems to have calmed him down. And I'm just getting poor Jason to do the washing. I do wonder if Jason's going to end up almost being like the replacement chores person. Oh, we left Ashley's little basil plant thing behind. It's not meant to represent basil. Now, Alex has just taken the dog for a run. He has work shortly. A little bit over waiting for Zane to get his results. It should be fine. So I'm going to actually take Alex to visit Cassidy. I realize I said Alex. So I'm taking Jason to visit Cassidy. Now, they've moved to Sulani. Okay, this lot is called the Sulani Dream Mansion. It is ridiculous. It's by Kate Emerald. When I say ridiculous, it's huge. These guys are millionaires. They have spent accordingly. I didn't do a lot to the house. The main thing I did was just changed up their bedrooms to make them a little bit more personal. The rest of it is pretty much as it was. Oh, and I added like toys for the dog because they actually took Ratchet with them, who is Dusty's litter mate. Look at it's got like floor lights. Basically, imagine the kind of people who've never had a lot of money suddenly going crazy with money. But let's do a friendly introduction to the doggo. Cassidy is in here. I'll just show you. Oh, I forgot they had negative romance. These guys, she actually had a bit of a makeover because she's in hiding, you guys. So I've tinkered with her outfits a bit, but the main thing she did is just changed her hair. I'm not going to start with romance. I want him to just ask about her day. No, stop. Why are you trying to cook food in her house? I need to see if we wanted to see if we can salvage this relationship. Oh, this is Madison, by the way. She's also changed her hair. And they've got different surnames because Alex got them fake ID. So their surname is now Martin. Cassidy Martin and Madison Martin. And yep, slightly new outfits. The main reason is I figured they're living in Sulani, and Sulani is hot. They're having a quick catch up. He's like, how's it going? They're like, look, we love it here. You know, it's amazing. And she's like, I got a jet ski. Like, I get to like go out and like hoon around every afternoon. You know, it's fantastic. And I don't have to work. I don't have to work in a stupid cafe anymore, serving drinks to people. Like, it's the best, Jason. So he's like, that's great. And have you guys heard anything about what's going on with the Baes or anything? And Cassidy says no, but Madison's like, look, I did hear Soren left because he was basically in it for the money and they don't have money anymore. So I heard, you know, via a friend of a friend that he has actually left the gang as well. The gang is basically like Shark, Lex, and Devon now. Yay, I guess. Like, you guys won. It does make them less of a threat. But Cassidy's like, I don't know, could make them more of a threat. Like, you know, that could just make Shark mad. And Jason's like, well, my dad can handle it. It'll be fine. So he's, I guess, going to brighten Madison's day. I'm going to have him go to the bathroom. And then I really want him to go and talk to Cassidy. So just to show you guys, this is... Oh, he got A's. Oh, no, not an A+ in understanding underlings. That's annoying. I guess I'll sign him up. Hacking the Internet of Everything, what a rube. Well, if he's doing hacking anyway, I'll just have him stick with what he... Oh, he got a merit scholarship. That's handy. I'll stick with 3 of his villainy classes. Now, this is Cassidy's room. Got a big window out to the porch. She's got her own bathroom. Madison's room is this one. I think she doesn't have her own bathroom, but she does have like this little private balcony. And then obviously there's a huge hot tub and everything. So, you know, they've come out here to have a nice kind of catch up. These guys are like best friends, but their romance is awful. So I kind of want to see if they can get back to actually having a bit of a romance. So he's like, you know, talking about what's been going on at home, you know, how his aunt moved out, and Cassidy's like, wow, that's surprising. I thought she was going to be with your brother, like with your dad forever. And he's like, yeah, me too. So, you know, he's basically catching her up, and then he's going to express fondness for her and be like, you know, I feel like we've kind of grown a little bit distant lately. And she's like, well, I guess it's inevitable because I'm not like living so close to you anymore. And he's having a deep conversation with her. He's like, look, do you still want to be with me? You know, are you still happy with me? And we'll see the answer depending on how she reacts to some flirts. So, because I don't know, I genuinely don't know how she's going to handle it. But I mean, she seems to be still attracted to him. And he did help her get out of like a really bad situation, and her sister. Obviously, if they're not careful, it could get bad if Shark finds them, and they haven't exactly been spending responsibly in the way that Cassidy did when Carissa stole Makayla's money. Carissa was smart enough to pretend she didn't have a huge amount. Like, she had the best quality everything in her house, but her house was small. These guys have not done any of that. So I'm going to have him ask to stargaze with her, and we'll see how we go. So they're having a cuddle, and I love that the dog has just come up and lain like right on top of them. So, you know, they're basically catching up and reconnecting, and it's nice. Like, there's actually no pressure now. Obviously, things got a bit rocky between them when he was effectively pressuring her to pressure her sister to make a huge decision. So she felt like he was asking her to give up or put herself and her sister in a huge amount of risk for his sake, and she couldn't see that he was sort of sacrificing anything in the situation. So she quite rightly was like, well, why should I do that for you? And now that the kind of pressure is off a little bit and she's had a chance to unwind in her giant new mansion, she's like, you know, okay, maybe he was right. It was worth it. I just love that the dog is so vigilant. Like, he's so protective of her. So I would like these guys to, oh, she's glaring at him. Why is she glaring? I mean, she says she's fine. They've got a tiny sliver of romance. I think he's going to attempt to, I'm going to say reconnect, but they haven't actually connected, in inverted commas. These guys have, like, messed around a little bit, but they haven't actually woohooed. She genuinely seems mad at him. She's hot-headed, but she's not angry. It says that he's feeling like he's growing closer to her. He wanted to talk about alcohol just then, and I can obviously reiterate my previous... Cassidy! I don't understand what's going on with her. I mean, he has come over here basically wanting to, like... She's letting... Okay, I don't understand. They're having an unpleasant conversation, but simultaneously, she's quite haughty with him. Maybe she's just remembered, like, him being there has sort of brought up all of the, like, pressure he put on her during the whole situation with her having to leave. And even though it's worked out and, you know, oh, now he's feeling sick. So that's nice. Maybe I'll, actually, does he have medicine on him? He does not. I might actually just quickly buy him some medicine and have him take it, because I am not here for this. She's feeling very tired, so this is possibly, and so is he for that matter, possibly a little bit optimistic on my part, but he's attempting to, oh, of course their relationship went down. I did actually have a look at her buffs. She's just feeling hot-headed. That's why she had the angry buff. But now she's feeling flirty, so that's convenient. I think it's because I had him, like, do a bunch of flirty interactions in a row. We'll flatter her, be like, I love your new hair, you know. Okay, I mean, they're having a suggestive conversation. She's just so tired. Maybe he could actually spend the night here. Does he have always welcome? No, he doesn't, but I can buy it. We have the points. So I'll buy that, and then they can spend the night. Maybe, you know, maybe she'd let him sleep in her bed, but just sleep. And then in the morning, maybe, you know. I'm determined this is happening. I've said that before in other series, and it's not usually gone very well. This is, I mean, it is cute, you know, that I'd like to imagine, I know there's no animation for it in the game, but, you know, they're having a nice cuddle together and just basically reconnecting with one another as a couple, because now all the pressure's gone out of the situation. So poor Jason woke up in the morning feeling flirty as heck, and Cassidy had autonomously left, so I don't know where she went. I can't add her to a group. I think she's left the lot. Oh no, she's over here. That's so strange, because I was all keen to have these guys have a nice flirty cuddle and stuff. And she just, I mean, maybe she went for a swim in the ocean or something, because I could not find her. I guess that's the problem with Sulani, isn't it? The world is just so interesting. Hey, puppy. All right, he's finally come down. He's already had a swim in their hot tub. I'm going to have him, it's the next morning. He's feeling confident, actually. He's feeling confident and, like, romantic, and she seems receptive. I'm going to have him ask her if she would like to woohoo with him. So he's going to kiss her cheek, and if she's receptive to that, he's going to kiss her neck. And hopefully, I mean, she's having a suggestive conversation with him. So, oh, okay, we have woohoo interactions now. So we'll see how the kissing of the neck goes. I mean, she definitely seems to be into it. She's feeling much calmer this morning. And she actually just did that herself. So, fair to say, oh, I forgot there was a waterfall in this area. He's like, hey, do you want to go back up to your bedroom? And she's like, I've got a better idea. You want to do something a little bit risque? Look at her swimsuit, by the way. It's a very romantic location for a first time woohoo. Honestly, would be my personal choice. I feel like a first time woohoo, there's enough other awkwardness without getting a bit risque in a waterfall, but Cassidy's she's actually got the adventurous trait. So she's like, the bed's boring, let's go somewhere else. And he's basically, she's leading him around by the you-know-whats at this point. He's like, I will do anything for you, lady. I forgot the camera angle was so annoying here. So she's like, look, hey, you want to follow me into this waterfall? I forgot this was a woohoo location. So I guess I'll leave this part here. Zane actually has class this afternoon, so I have to go back and get him to do his homework, which is a little bit annoying. These guys, I feel like they've kind of mended their relationship. I do ultimately want him to move in with her, but I'm not going to do it yet because, you know, they've only just started reconnecting, if you know what I'm saying. And I don't want them to... I don't want him to push it too far. Oh, we could shower. I'm going to have him shower nude. Why not? He's going to shower nude in the waterfall to, like, you know, freshen himself up. I feel like it's warm enough here that the water would actually be refreshing rather than horrific. So, you know, he's having a nice shower and she's, I guess, admiring the view. Yep, she just turned around and now she's shocked that he's having a shower. Oh, really? You guys just weird. Why do you care if she sees you naked? I'm just making sure that none of them automatically cue, like, try for baby or something, because I am not here for that right now. Oh, and he's still feeling sick. That's probably why he wanted the cold shower, because he's feeling feverish. Sorry, Cassidy, we probably just gave you the plague. Anyway, I'm going to end this part here. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.